I'm Jason, your host, and today's episode is going to be super helpful for anyone who wants to speak English more fluently and make sentences faster.
Hi there, I'm Julia, your co-host, and trust me, today's topic is something every English learner needs. I remember when I used to take forever just to make one simple sentence in English. It was frustrating.
Oh, absolutely. Many learners struggle with that. You know, you have the words in your head, but when it's time to speak, you freeze, or the words come out in the wrong order. Sound familiar?
Yes, that was me. I knew vocabulary, I even knew grammar rules, but when I had to speak in real life, I just couldn't make sentences fast enough.
Exactly. And that's what we're here to help with today. In this episode, we're going to show you how to build English sentences quickly and speak fluently, without overthinking.
We'll break it down step by step, give you easy tips, and even share fun ways to practice. And don't worry, everything will be beginner-friendly.
Whether you're just starting to speak or you've been learning for a while, these tips will make a big difference.
So grab your notebook, or just listen closely. Let's get started.
All right, let's jump into it. Before we talk about how to make sentences fast, let's talk about why it's so important. Why does sentence making matter when it comes to fluency?
That's a great question. You know, many learners focus only on learning words or memorizing grammar rules. But the real magic happens when you can turn those words into full sentences, quickly and naturally.
Exactly. Fluency isn't about using big or fancy words. It's about expressing your ideas smoothly, in real time. And to do that, you need to be good at making sentences on the spot.
Right. If you can make clear and simple sentences fast, you can join conversations, share your thoughts, ask questions, basically. You can connect with people.
And let's be honest, fluency isn't about being perfect. It's about being able to speak without long pauses or feeling nervous. Sentence making helps you build that confidence.
Yes, I remember I used to freeze during conversations. I knew the words, but I didn't know how to put them together quickly. That was the missing piece. Sentence building.
That happens to so many learners. You don't need to know every word in English, but you do need to know how to build a sentence fast with the words you already know.
And once you start making quick sentences, your brain starts to think in English instead of translating from your native language. That's when fluency really starts to grow.
So true. So, sentence making is really the foundation of fluency. And once you get good at it, everything else, conversation, listening, speaking, becomes much easier.
Exactly. So today we'll help our listeners build that foundation step by step. It's going to be fun and simple.
Let's do it. In the next part, we'll talk about the common struggles English learners face when trying to make sentences and how to fix them. All right. Now that we know why sentence making is so important for fluency, let's talk about the struggles. Because let's face it, almost every English learner faces the same problems at the beginning.
Oh yes, I've been there. One big struggle is that learners often think in their native language first, then try to translate every word into English. That slows everything down.
Exactly. And when you translate word by word, the sentence usually sounds awkward or incorrect. English and other languages follow different patterns, so direct translation doesn't always work.
Another problem is fear of making mistakes. Learners feel like they have to speak perfectly, so they stay silent or speak very slowly with long pauses.
Right. But the truth is, fluency grows through practice, not perfection. If you're too afraid to make a mistake, you never get the chance to improve.
Yes, and here's another one I struggled with, trying to use complicated grammar or big words. I thought that would make me sound smart, but it actually made it harder for me to speak naturally.
That's so common. Many learners think fluency means using fancy vocabulary, but actually, simple and clear sentences are much better, especially when you're learning.
Another struggle is hesitation. You start speaking, then stop, because you're searching for the right words. That hesitation breaks the flow.
Exactly. And that's where learning to make sentences fast comes in. The more you practice forming simple, clear sentences, the more automatic it becomes.
So if you're listening right now and thinking, that sounds like me, don't worry. These are normal struggles and we're going to help you overcome them today.
Yes, we've got you. In the next part, we're going to walk you through a step-by-step guide on how to make sentences fast and speak fluently, starting from the basics.
You're going to love it. Let's get into it.
All right, it's time for the good stuff. Let's walk our listeners through a step-by-step guide to making sentences fast. If you follow these steps, speaking will become easier and quicker over time.
Absolutely. And we're keeping it simple so even beginners can follow along. Ready for step 1?
Step 1 is to think in patterns, not in individual words. For example, use basic sentence structures like I want to, I like, I am.
Yes, these are sentence starters that you can reuse with different words. Like, I want to learn English. I like pizza. I am happy. You don't need to make complicated grammar. Just start with simple, clear patterns.
And once these patterns are in your head, your brain doesn't have to work so hard. You just plug in new words and go.
Step 2. Use the most basic sentence structure in English subject plus verb plus object. For example, she reads books. I eat rice. They play football.
This is your go-to formula when you're stuck. Just remember, who plus does what plus to what. Like I plus watch plus movies.
If you memorize this formula, you can start building sentences in seconds.
Step 3 is to practice sentences using your real life. Talk about your day, your job, your hobbies, your family, things you already know.
Yes, because when you talk about familiar topics, it's easier to find the right words. Like, I wake up at 7 a.m., I go to school, I study nursing.
Exactly. You're not just practicing grammar, you're preparing for real conversations.
Step 4. Stop translating from your native language. Instead, try to see the picture in your mind and say it in English.
This is a game changer. For example, imagine you're drinking tea. Just say, I am drinking tea, without thinking in your own language first.
This helps your brain think in English, and the more you do it, the faster you'll speak.
Step 5 is to do sentence drills every day. Choose 5 to 10 sentence patterns and repeat them with different words. Like this: I like coffee. I like music. I like learning. I like English.
Yes, this repetition builds speed and confidence. You're training your brain like an athlete trains their body.
And don't worry about mistakes. The goal is fluency, not perfection. Mistakes are part of learning.
Step 6. Try shadowing. This means you listen to a native speaker and repeat their sentence at the same time or just after. Try it with YouTube videos, movies, or podcasts.
Shadowing helps you improve pronunciation and sentence rhythm. You'll sound more natural, and your brain will get used to English flow.
And finally, speak out loud, even if you're alone. Talk to yourself. Describe what you're doing. I am cooking rice. I am writing notes. I am learning English.
Speaking aloud trains your mouth, your brain, and your confidence. You don't need a partner. You can practice anytime, anywhere.
So let's do a quick recap. To make sentences fast and speak fluently: 1. Think in patterns. 2. Use subject plus verb plus object. 3. Practice with real-life topics. 4. Visualize, don't translate. 5. Use sentence drills. 6. Shadow native speakers. 7. Speak out loud.
These 7 steps can really change your speaking ability. Practice them daily, and you'll be surprised how fast your fluency grows.
And remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going.
All right, now that we've gone through how to make sentences quickly, let's move on to something every English learner wants: how to speak fluently.
Yes, fluency is the dream, right? But here's the truth. Fluency doesn't come overnight. It comes from daily, smart practice. Let's talk about how to practice speaking in a way that really works.
First tip: practice speaking every single day, even if it's just for 10 minutes. Speaking is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets.
Exactly. You don't need a classroom. Just speak to yourself, record your voice, or talk to a friend. The key is to make speaking part of your daily routine. One of the best fluency hacks is repeating the same sentence many times. For example, I'm going to the store. Say it 10 times. Change the subject. He's going to the store. They're going to the store.
This helps your brain and mouth work together faster. The more automatic it becomes, the less you have to think before speaking. Fluency grows when you use English in real-life situations. That could mean talking to someone at the market, asking a question online, or joining an English-speaking group.
And if you're shy or don't have anyone to talk to, try role-playing. Pretend you're ordering food, making a phone call, or giving directions in English. Fluent speakers don't just speak, They also listen a lot. So listen to podcasts, shows, or YouTube channels and try to copy how native speakers talk.
Pay attention to how they link words, their intonation, their pauses. Then imitate them out loud. This makes your English sound natural and confident. One powerful technique is to record your voice. Choose a topic, talk for 1 minute, and listen to the recording.
It may feel strange at first, but it helps you hear your progress. You'll notice what you're doing well and where you can improve. It's like a mirror for your speaking. Want to speak fluently faster? Talk about familiar topics, your daily life, hobbies, goals, and experiences. That way you're not searching for new words all the time.
Right. You don't need to talk about science or politics. Just talk about you. Start simple, and the fluency will come naturally. Last but not least, be consistent, not perfect. Some days will feel great. Other days, you'll feel stuck. But if you keep going, you will improve.
That's right. Fluency isn't magic. It's a result of small daily actions. So don't stop. Don't wait for the perfect sentence. Just speak.
So, let's quickly review the 7 tips to practice fluently. 1. Practice every day. 2. Repeat sentences often. 3. Use English in real situations. 4. Listen and imitate. 5. Record yourself. 6. Talk about familiar topics. 7. Be consistent.
If you follow these tips, you'll be amazed at how much your speaking improves in just a few weeks.
And remember, don't be afraid to speak. Fluency starts the moment you open your mouth. Learning English doesn't always have to be serious and boring. Let's have some fun now. Julia, how about we share a few fun and easy ways to practice speaking English?
Yes, I love this part. When learning is fun, we learn faster. So here are some simple but powerful techniques our listeners can start using today. First one, mirror talk. Stand in front of the mirror and speak to yourself in English. You can say things like, "Hi, how are you today? I am going to study now. I feel excited."
It may feel funny at first, but it's great practice. You see your face, your mouth movements, and it builds confidence too. Here's another one. Use your phone's voice assistant. Ask Siri or Google Assistant questions in English like, "What time is it? What's the weather today? Tell me a joke."
This is so fun, and it helps you speak clearly. If the assistant understands you, that means your pronunciation is good. Another fun one. Sing your favorite English songs. Choose slow songs with clear lyrics and sing along. This improves your rhythm, pronunciation, and listening.
Music sticks in the brain, so you'll remember words and phrases without even trying. It's English learning with a beat. And lastly, pretend you're in a real situation. Role-play ordering food, booking a hotel, or meeting someone. You can do it alone, or with a friend.
For example, say, "Hello, I'd like a cup of coffee, please. Can I have a room for 2 nights?" It's like acting, and it makes your speaking more natural and fun.
So, quick recap. Here are 4 fun ways to practice 1. Talk to yourself in the mirror. 2. Use voice assistance. 3. Sing English songs. 4. Role-play real situations.
Have fun, be silly, enjoy the process. When you smile while learning, everything gets easier.
Exactly. English should be fun, not stressful. Keep playing with the language and fluency will come. All right, now let's talk about something really important. Mistakes to avoid while making sentences in English.
Yes, many learners make the same small mistakes again and again, but don't worry. Once you know these, you can fix them easily. The first big mistake is translating directly from your native language. English sentence structure is often different, so if you translate word by word, the sentence might sound strange.
That's true. For example, in some languages you might say, "To me the book is interesting," but in English we say, "I find the book interesting." So learn English sentence patterns instead of translating. Another common mistake is leaving out the subject or the verb. For example, wrong going to the market. Correct, I am going to the market.
Yes, every sentence needs a subject and a verb, even the short ones. Don't forget them. Many beginners mix up past, present, and future tenses, like saying, "Yesterday I go to school." That should be "Yesterday I went to school."
Good point. So always check the time of the action, past, present, or future, and choose the right verb form. Some learners try to make very long sentences and get confused. But fluency doesn't mean long sentences. It means clear sentences.
Exactly. Start with short, simple sentences. Later, you can add more details.
So here are 4 common mistakes to avoid. 1. Translating directly. 2. Forgetting subject or verb. 3. Using the wrong verb. Tense. 4. Making sentences too long or complex.
Avoiding these will help you sound more natural and confident when speaking English.
And remember, mistakes are part of learning. Don't be afraid to make them. Just learn from them. Wow, what a journey! We talked about sentence making, fluency, practice methods, and even how to avoid common mistakes.
Yes, and we hope you now feel more confident and excited to speak English every day. Remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going.
Fluency comes step by step. Keep practicing. Keep learning. And most of all, believe in yourself.
You've got this. Even 5 minutes a day can make a big difference over time. Don't stop just because it feels hard. That's part of the process.
And if today's episode helped you, we'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and tell us what new practice will you try today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.
Yes, we have many more helpful English podcasts coming your way, so hit the bell icon to stay updated.
Thank you for learning with us today. Keep making sentences. Keep speaking. And remember,